Hello, I'm Andrew Toovey. I wrote Holding You in October of 2015 for a special concert in Digbeth in the East Side Project, which is an art gallery based in Birmingham. And basically I wrote this piece because I was asked to take part in a collection of pieces that student composers from the Birmingham Conservatoire were doing, and at present I'm both a teacher there and a PhD student, so I'm in a kind of fantastic position, so I'm very lucky. I'm at the moment moving around a painting by Rashid Mortagawi, who is a artist from Morocco, and I just happen to think this is a fantastic painting. It doesn't necessarily connect up with Holding You, my string piece, but it's just great, so why not? Anyway, if you want to find out about me, please look on my webpage, which is andrewtoovey.co.uk, and it really has everything. You can download PDFs, you can hear about everything I've done. You can hear actually literally all my music and find out what I've been up to over my life, so it's enough, believe me. Okay, so the project came about, as I say, from being a PhD student, and initially I wrote a piece which technically it has many, it's intertwining and overlapping melody lines, and it's quite technically put together in the sense that it uses 6 notes in the first violin, 5 in the next violin, 4, 3, etc., etc., and basically is very overlapping and ethereal in its sound. Two things I changed when I finally had the rehearsal with Project Instrumental was, as soon as I saw the gallery, I thought it would be fabulous to have them play in all around the gallery, so not in a group and playing exactly everything together as is written on my score, but to have it intertwining kind of in its own possibilities. So we tried that out and it was just wonderful, so I was very happy. The second thing I changed was actually I had them all playing with practice mutes, and I realised quite quickly when we tried it without practice mutes that they were playing so delicately and beautifully, and there was a kind of such a beautiful resonance that it didn't need the practice mute. So that's another thing that I changed. I like the idea that you write a piece, but there are possibilities that other things might happen with it. It's not utterly set, so the score is not kind of like the only thing that you have to refer to. There are many other possibilities in the way you think about it. So there we are. And before I go, I'm just going to scan onto something that I bought while I was in Birmingham that very day of the performance. Joe Cutler and myself and another composer, Robert Nettleship, were wandering around that part of Birmingham which was new to me, and we found a shop that had the most fantastic textiles, and this is an Indian rug, and as you can see with many different faces on, and which I fell in love with. Now this may well become a big choir piece, I don't know, I don't know yet, but as is perhaps obvious, I'm very inspired by art and what other people do, and so this is just another example of that. And I was particularly delighted on the very day of the first performance of Holding You to actually find this particular rug. Now, the piece is dedicated to a photographer called Malcolm Crowthers, and basically he told me about ways he found of looking at photography and homing in on things and really centering in on one particular thing at any moment. And in actual fact, my piece started to do that, just to home in on melody. But once you hear the texture, the melodies are so intertwined that they become one thing, and they become kind of beyond melody, so they become something other than the purely technical. So anyway, I will stop rambling, and I hope that you enjoy the piece.